I am going to be reviewing the Art of Air Airbrush Makeup Kit. This is the user guide, and in it includes how to properly set up the device, which is incredibly easy. I will go through that in a minute. It also, of course, comes with the how-to on how many drops to include, which is 6 to 8. If you are in between shades, though, it's best to do half and half, so 3 or 4 drops of one color and 3 or 4 drops of the other. Of course, it shows you how to properly find your correct shade. And then the kit I got is fair to medium shades, so most of these colors are included in this, not all of them, so I will go through all of the foundations that are actually included in this kit as well. And how to properly hold it. You want to shake all your makeup, hold it 6 to 8 inches from your face. You can maneuver it like a pen. It's really simple to use, really easy, and it's also really refreshing as well because it's a nice cool breeze on your face when you're using it, so I really liked that. Then, of course, the cleanup guide, which is also really easy as long as you follow the steps. In addition to that, there's also this like printed out sheet of paper, which includes the manual, the warranty, air makeup brush kits, like just general facts about the device, like how many PSI and things like that. If you run into any issues, how to properly address them, and just, you know, overall information that if you have any questions or concerns, you're most likely bound to find the answer in either this or the user guide right there. And then here is the actual device. This is the compressor. So I do have it currently plugged in. You just attach it right over here to plug it in. And you can, of course, turn it from very low air to very high air without much concern. And then you have the hose, which just plugs in right over here. And you take the other end of the hose and connect it to the bottom of your airbrush pen right here. And this is the cup, of course. As you can see, I have used it already. There is makeup residue in there. You want to put, again, 6 to 8 drops in there, but when you turn it on, you don't have to worry about it making a mess because only air comes out, but the makeup doesn't actually come out. And so you pull down on the trigger. So just keep that in mind. So you don't have to worry about, you know, if you, like, since I have it laying down, if I accidentally turned it on, I don't have to worry about it spraying everywhere, which is great. Then, of course, these are all the foundations. There are 7 that come in the set. The lightest shade is Movie Star, which is right here, the fairest shade. Then you have Sand, Golden Olive, Buff Beige, Sultan Glow, and then my actual shade right here is Honey. It's the most similar to my skin tone, so I didn't have to worry about mixing different shades. I was just able to use this one. And then, of course, the darkest shade right here, which is Mocha. In addition to all of this, you also get this zippered carrying case, which is actually pretty thick and like heavy duty, so you don't have to worry about the actual product getting injured or, you know, broken or anything like that while it's inside the box, inside the case rather. It also comes with this primer, so you just put a few drops into the cup on the pen before you actually use the foundation, so it can give you a nice even finish. I originally used 5 drops, and that honestly wasn't enough, so I would recommend the 6 to 8 drops that they recommend for the foundations as well, as I did have to go back and add a few more drops. Another thing I would like to point out is that when I do have very dark under circles and like bags under my eyes, so when I was using the foundations, they did kind of sink into the crevices, so I had to go in with a beauty blender sponge and just blend that out, which wasn't a huge issue at all, especially since using the airbrush kit, I was able to do my foundation in seconds, opposed to, you know, 5 or 10 minutes like it would normally take with liquid foundation and a sponge and things like that. So not a huge issue. I just wanted to point that out. You also get this pearl shimmer, which is great for highlight on cheekbones and foreheads, cupid bow, things like that. And this tropical bronzer, which the label's actually upside down, so let me just turn that upside down. The Tropical bronzer is extremely shimmery, and it is a little dark too, so I would recommend this more for like a night scene, like if you're going to a club or a party, things like that, because for like a day-to-day look, it is a little too extreme, but it is still really pretty. I really like the color. You also get this papaya blush, which in all honesty, I'm not a fan of. I did try it out for this video, and it is yellow. It's not like a pink or a red, it's yellow, so it definitely stands out. And it was so noticeable that I actually took a wipe and wiped it off. So I do have a little bit of a streak on my face from where I wiped it off, which is actually where I will be displaying how to properly use this, because if you do make a mistake, it's really simple. You can just wipe it off and just add a few more drops of your foundation to it, and you're good to go. So that's another thing I really like about it. You don't have to wipe away your whole face if you do make a mistake and start from scratch. You can just continue on with a few more drops. You also get this plastic dropper, which I guess is if you had multiple people using from the same tube, that would be what you would want to use it for. But honestly, I don't think I'll have a need for this because the tip on these is perfect. I think it gives just the right amount of drops, not too fast, not too slow. So I don't think I'll be using this. And it also comes with this little wrench, which you can use to dismantle the pen when you're done using it to clean it. And you also get this large bottle of airbrush cleaner, which of course when you're done, you want to always properly clean it so you can maintain the life of your device. So you just add a few drops into the cup and you spray it all completely out, and then you can follow the guide that's included on how to properly dismantle it and clean it and things like that. So like I said, I do have a few drops in here. And one thing before I do turn this on, if you do need to mix it, if you are the person in between shades, you just hold the end. Once you turn it on, you just hold the end and you pull the trigger, and then it does what it's called bubble back. So it'll bubble back up into the cup, but that's how it actually blends properly. So you don't have to worry about any weird streaks or anything like that. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn around the camera. I have already used it quite a lot on the area that was mentioned that was streaky, so for the most part it's pretty much gone, but I will just show you how to use it. Again, hold it 6 to 8 inches from your face and just pull the trigger and just move it ever so slightly. I personally prefer circular motions, but I know some people use, like going back and forth and things like that. And I think you could notice the sound when it makes like that rattling sound. That's when you still have foundation in it, but when it's clear, as you can hear, I'm holding the trigger and it just sounds like it's just air blowing through. That's when you could tell that you're out of it, so you just need to add more if need be. I don't think I need any more. Let me just try to find my mirror to see if the yellow streak is gone from the papaya blush, and yes it is. So as you can see, it's a nice even tone all around. Like I did say, there was a bit of an issue with my under eyes, but as you can see, after just blending it out with the Beauty Blender brush, you can't even really notice it anymore. So overall, I am really, really pleased with this. Let me just put back on my glasses so I can see. I am really pleased with this. Simple to use, it's quick and easy, and it's also really easy to clean as long as you follow the directions. So this is definitely going to be my new go-to kit on how to actually do my makeup in the mornings, because I'll actually look forward to it. So yeah, overall I am extremely impressed with this, and thanks for watching my video.